I confess that I don't often get hyped up for too many open world games these days, outside of those made by Rockstar, as those can be counted on to raise the bar every single time.
So do you remember that ditty from the 90s from A Tribe Called Quest? Can I fix it? Yes, you can. Can I fix it? Yes, you can. Obviously, I am playing on the words of that rather fandabby-doozy song. But today, folks, Star Wars Outlaws, the game that refuses to die, the video game that only sold 1 million copies worldwide, is trying to make a comeback. And honestly, when I read this article on IGN, I could not stop laughing. I'm like, bro, you gotta drink some better Kool-Aid or G Fuel. G Fuel, if you ever watch my videos, can you please sponsor me? Because I love to drink your stuff when I go to the gym. Well, when I can go to the gym again, but that's going to be a long time in the waiting.
3, 2, 1, go!
Eat lightning and shit thunder with Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Rated R. Starts Friday, June 22nd at theaters everywhere.
Let's go back down to memory lane, folks, when Star Wars Outlaws on August the 26th, 2024 received a resounding 7 out of 10 from IGN and the overall rating 7.1. Oh, wow, because they had to bring in their last-minute cuck handler, Ryan McCaffrey, to tell you why the AI in Star Wars was so fantastic. Remember, folks, this is not the AA, the motor organization we have in the UK. No, this is not even a AAA video game title. It's a quadruple 4-star video game.
Impact on gameplay and not just follow our hero Kay Vess around being adorable. In other words, it's got a lot going for it on paper.
Bear that remark in mind, folks, when I get into this article, and you will actually understand why I'm absolutely ripping this to shreds. And by the way, what is so funny as well is that the previous gaming director, Julian Garrity, has been removed from this to go and work on The Division. So people are thinking, what did they fire the guy? Why did they move him on? It's not, well, it is his fault, I would say, for the way the game turned out. And again, I'm going to go over some familiar territory that you know and me and my antics for at this point. Ubisoft and Massive Entertainment, massive tits I would say, have deployed Star Wars Outlaws Update 1.2, bringing a host of performance and gameplay enhancements on console and PC. There's something they're missing out from this article, I'm going to get to it as well. The publisher laid out, rather than getting laid, everything new in the title update, a post on its website. It's the latest in a series of title updates and includes a long list of tweaks to the visuals, as well as some of the squashed bugs. Ubisoft says the batch of additions to its open world site. It's not really open world, they call it that, but there are certain parts when you look at like a region of mountains. I'm not talking about Gina Lola Brigida because she had a range of mountains back in her day, but you can't even go to them, so I wouldn't really call it an open world game. So Ubisoft said they were dedicated to listening closely. Oh, are you Ubisoft? I don't think you are, you're a bunch of liars. As post-launch support for Star Wars Outlaws continues, this is not going to draw players back, it won't. Topping the shit list of the most notable changes, and IGN should have bullet pointed this actually, is that the stealth experience has been ironed out. Have you seen my t-shirt collection, IGN? They need ironing out, and they'll get through the creases a lot more quickly than this game can in a single year. That means adjusted AI detection, tweaked NPC locations and positioning, and more are here to ensure sneaky smugglers have a more enjoyable experience. Oh, so the character of Kay Vess, flat-chested, female Han Solo, played by an activist actress who I had a soft spot for called Humbly Gonzalez. And look, no, this is just dog shit. I mean, I remember Endymion said in his first response, oh, she looks a bit like Sigourney Weaver from the original Aliens film. No, bro, that was just one single cutscene. And yes, for a fleeting glancing moment, she could have looked like the lovely Sigourney, but the rest of the game did not. It was actually Sigourney battered with a battering ram too many times on the head. Players will also notice that it's easier to control Kay Vez when she's on a speeder, thanks to an improved camera and speeder response time. That's going to make all the difference. The update also lists stability improvements that should help, will help or will eradicate. It should help with dropped frames for certain users, improved animations for Kay. Oh, you're kidding. No. And better limp sinking. Yeah, sink into the ocean far, far down. Star Wars Outlaws solidified Ubisoft's place in a galaxy far, far away, not into the black hole, unfortunately, when it released on PC, PS5 and Xbox on August 26. It launched to a generally favorable critic reviews. Did it? Mixed or average user reviews as defined by Metacritic, and underperformed sales-wise by the publisher's standards. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, IGN. You finally got around to that point. Well done. The company said last week that its development teams were fully mobilized, like an infantry unit, to swiftly implement a series of updates to polish and improve their player experience. Have these guys ever sat down with a big military boot on their lap? You get your boot polish out, you get a lighter and a flame, and you burn part of the boot and you rub it in to make it extra shiny. I've done that shit in my time, but have these guys and girls done that? Of course they haven't. They're just using silly metaphors at this stage. Patch 1.20 is a sign of Ubisoft's continued interest, you mean continued apathy because I don't care about this anymore, in addressing fan feedback, you mean backlash. And there is more on the way too. To start, the Update 3 is still scheduled to bring quality of life improvements. Okay, later this month. Then in November, which is this month obviously, players can look forward to the Star Wars Outlaws Steam release, as well as the launch of its Wildcard Story DLC. Too much, you're too much. When was this article written? October. Okay, right. Holy shit. But for some reason, it's gained traction now recently. Oh, that's hilarious. I had no idea it was written as far back as then. Well, worth talking about, folks, because quite clearly, the traffic to this article wasn't that great. But I just saw Luke Stevens talk about this yesterday. So I figured, hey, you know what? I should give you my own funny 10 cents regarding this. Because why the hell not? And honestly, they talk about the animations of Kay Vez, not actually how atrocious her character model is in the game. It looks like an egg you put in a frying pan, you leave it for a few moments, you go onto the doorbell, you come back, and your fried egg looks like dog shit. Yeah, that's the overall look of Kay Vez. Oh my word. I mean, give the woman, change her hairstyle, keep her ethnicity, give her a lovely set of milkers right there underneath a bodysuit or a boiler suit, and you can see all the cleavage hanging out, and you can go, oh my god, best Star Wars game ever, game of the year material. Oh no, you won't do that, Ubisoft. You've moved away from that. You're censoring everything that we like those woke libtards when Trump won. You patriarchal morons. We're going to shave our heads in protest because you can't look at us anymore. Well, that's fine, because I've got a thing called AI, which I absolutely adore, and I'm going to create my own beautiful women on my hard drive, and they can look at me and say naughty things to me all day long. But on that one, ladies and gentlemen, and G Fuel, please reach out and sponsor me. I'd love you to do that. If you enjoyed this video today, give it a like, smack it 3 times on the bottom, and if I were you, and if you were me, you probably should, it's really fun, you might wish to return for the next video.
Tune in next time, Space Freaks, and hear your doobry go ping in the next gripping installment of
Kung Fu Hot Dog.